there's one thing that's for sure. We are being distracted, yeah? And there's puppets there that are distracting me against you, you against me, black against white, white against black. That system is there to always.
Do we all
keep
agree
us
about
busy.
that, yeah?
That's what I believe.
Do we all agree? Who do you agree that we're all being this Raven? You got to stop doing that face, boy.
No,
I want to be. You're in the sunken place.
If people let
I
them
can
say
hear you saying kumbayarism.
like I said, I'm focusing on the people who most need it from my perspective, innit? So when you say this and that, I'm saying that there's a reality.
If you're black, you don't care.
Come on, Mohib.
Come on, Mohib.
What's this gag?
Yeah, man, it's a gang. You man say gang.
He's part of the gang. Come on, cool.
Cool.
I want to talk about Arab betterment building.
He paid for our protection, now he's taking a piss out.
First, we have to establish you with the Arabs.
I don't know. I wasn't around, bro.
That's what we have to establish first.
I have no idea. Who were they? Do you know who they were?
Yeah, I know exactly who
They
they look
look
like.
like Hebrews,
Yeah.
and they look like me.
Certain man's descendants of them, man, there still. So.
I don't know. I wasn't about again, bro. I couldn't possibly answer it.
Can't you
So,
see?
Right.
is it a belief or a knowing?
It's a knowing thing.
You know.
Man don't believe nothing, bro.
They look like you, my friend.
I can believe in myself.
Who's that?
If I don't know something, there's
be
no,
real enough.
me not knowing something does. It opens up a room in my brain for me now to learn something. And
Yeah.
it's like if I want to be a doctor, how many years of study do I have to do now?
I don't know, but would
Yeah,
you be
but
a
I'm just
scholar
saying,
of medicine?
But I can't come along and just tell every
Would you
man
be a
I'm a
scholar
doctor.
of medicine if you was a doctor?
It depends if you want to say that.
Yeah, we're a doctor, you're not, innit?
Huh? You would be a scholar because you've dedicated X amount of time
Doctors are
studying.
not
Not scholars though.
Anyway,
Hold
we're
on.
gonna go on to another thing. One second. I don't know who my people were.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the man
No,
don't
no,
know.
doctors
He
are
puts himself in a studying position. Now he knows. That's what I'm saying. The night, we don't need to go deeper than that. It's just you need to know something. You need to study it, understand it, and learn it, and know it. That's what I'm saying.
Right, oh my God.
Yeah? If I believe in something, I don't need to study to believe. I don't need to study to believe.
So the Arabs
Either I
were.
believe or I don't.
So you're saying Arabs were Hebrew Israelites?
Who said that?
Who said that? Someone said
the
that
word
5 minutes
Hebrew
ago. No?
Israelites?
I think you said it.
He didn't say
I did not say that, man.
What's that?
Arab Hebrew Israelites.
Ah, blood.
So we bet money? You want to bet score?
Rewind it, bruv. I don't gamble. It's against my religion. It's against my religion.
I just said you need to establish who the Arabs are.
I don't need to establish nothing.
That's what I said.
I don't need to establish anything.
For Arab betterment building, yeah. Because we need to know who we're talking
I'm talking about the Arabs now.
The Arabs now.
This point in history.
Okay, all right, cool.
What are we saying about Arabs
See?
now?
There you clarify.
Arab.
See? Now I know who you're talking about.
That's it. Thank
But
you.
he said you're going to have to establish who the Arabs are.
Arab betterment building. Yeah, but do you think they need it?
Some do.
I wouldn't even
Enlighten
be
us.
surprised.
Man ain't in trouble there.
I don't think it's the issue
I
that
don't know. He was
that's
talking
going to
he needs
concern you.
Arab
or-
betterment building.
You can't help me, man.
I don't think it's. Hold on, did you know
That's
Reagan
right.
was here?
Oh, hey.
Ah, he did.
The Arabs are doing really well.
Not really, man.
Who you define by the
Arabian
Arabs?
royal families, yeah.
They do it.
But not.
Not the average man, no.
Nah,
You
man.
know, if you're talking about, say, Morocco, in Morocco there's different kind of communities, isn't there, right?
Different kind of what?
There's different communities. You have the Berbers, the Arabs, the descendants of the what are they called? The Goths. Is it the Goths? Yeah. Who invaded the Goths?
It's the Goths.
Yeah. So,
That's back way.
yeah,
but that's
what I'm saying,
Roderick.
all
That's
these are
Roderick.
cultural.
That's how you roll. That's King Roderick.
But do you identify as Arab? Do you identify as Arab? Do you identify as Arab? Because I know that because I've got Moroccan. I actually live with 2 Moroccans. I know there's
Oh,
like
I'm not racist. My best mate's Moroccan.
no, but what is I know there's like a division that some people don't want
Moroccans
to
are
see
not a
as
race of
Arabs.
people, though, bro.
No, again, it's like if you look at the Arabs in North Africa.
What was that? What did you say
The
there?
Arabs in Arabia.
Oh, Moroccans. They're not one people.
Nationality.
Again, the history's been so mixed
Yeah,
that.
but it's because of mixing though. But it's also how you identify, doesn't it?
People say, I think that's the first Moroccan. You've got to deal with race.
It's funny because afterwards, after a video, people were talking in the comments, and I was giving links to like black people being mistreated in Morocco, Tunisia, and the whole of North Africa. So what I'm saying is, it's quite important to actually study that to see if that's going on in your community, and you see why.
But they're not the only mistreated group.
Black people are not the only mistreated group in England, but it's our duty to make sure that we come together to fix our issues. So
And we're the main mistreated group in most places you go.
I don't know any other most mistreated group than the black people if I've seen, from what I've seen. And so I can bring forward a group that's been most mistreated, that can't fair enough. If I'm being honest.
Generally.
But if you give me one group that you've seen is more mistreated,
No.
yeah,
We're talking about history, 100% you won it.
No,
I talk to the Rohingya Asians.
Say
I'll
again?
go to them. The Rohingya people at the moment.
you mean with
I don't
the,
see
with,
anyone.
with the Buddhist, it's
The Buddhists, the
Yeah,
peaceful
yeah.
Buddhists. I don't see anyone now more mistreated than them. Despite what's going on in certain other countries, these lot are getting absolutely annihilated.
And black people are probably
Destroyed.
still part of at the bottom of the social, economic order there as well.
Rather be black than a Rohingya Muslim at this moment in time, if I'm honest. You know what I'm saying?
That's one country.
Yeah, but would you rather be a Rohingya Muslim than a Rwandan?
I don't know what's going on.
That's what I'm saying. Or would you rather be whatever that Muslim is than one of the lot from Darfur? You understand? Like, really what I'm saying is,
I'd rather be white.
yeah, in terms of the humanitarian aid that's needed and blah blah blah,
Yeah, but-
over black people.
But black people's a huge generalisation. You have black people who are doing
Yeah,
really well.
but every time, no,
Well.
but
then
every
you have the
time,
right.
but
Poor
every
black people.
every time you get disasters and that happen with the black community, it is responded to appallingly. So we can go to Haiti, we can go to New Orleans,
Hurricane
we can go to the
Katrina.
hurricane, we can go to the hurricanes that just happened now.
floods.
Like the floods that's
Sierra
happening,
Leone.
Sierra
Sierra
Leone.
Leone was bad
Like,
as
the
well.
reaction is slow at best, and it's lackluster.
But surely our
Yeah.
opinions will be biased. Like, for example, I'm from Bangladesh.
Yeah.
We have floods every year.
You do, yeah,
we have
yeah.
people who die every
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
my opinion might be biased because I'm from that country.
But
It is,
it will
but-
be. It
but-
will always be.
It may be, but then you got a right to say, one second, my brother, one second. You got a right to say, look, well, I don't think it's getting the attention that certain other causes are. And I would agree with you. I wouldn't be saying, oh, well, everybody's there. I'd be like, yeah, he's right. There was a flood in his area. I didn't see everyone saying, pray for, where you from? Bangladesh. I didn't see everyone saying, pray for Bangladesh.
I didn't even
I'd
see
support
pray
that.
for Sierra Leone.
You
I didn't even
understand?
see that, brother.
But now, when a couple of people die in Paris, it's pray for this and pray for that
Change the
because
flag
it's
and
against,
everything.
because it
Yeah,
goes
you're a
with an
terrorist if you
agenda
don't, you're a terrorist
and it's
lover,
promoted.
support them.
And more than anything,
What
I
is-
think
what's that-
even the support for the calamity or whatever, I think is engineered in a way that it looks
What
like
is the
the way.
support? What are they trying to engineer there? you think?
What is?
What is the support? Why are we supporting France? Why are we supporting?
Oh, because
upholding their narrative.
it's keeping up the narrative that there's a war on terror and terrorists are waging a war on
terrorists are over there.
not on us. So that's what it is. So then we are stuck in that paradigm where more and more people become hostile towards Muslims because they believe that there's Muslims running around the world blowing everyone up at a whim.
So Europeans getting together, basically.
So the Pray for Paris is it's not just Pray for Paris, it's Pray for Paris, believe that the news that you get from us is correct. So it's also a self-fulfilling thing, like the vicious cycle. So it's also keeping more people
It's
looking.
what Hitler done.
Do you know what I mean?
Hitler didn't one day go, wait, see these Jews? Boom. He built up to it, slowly. And
I
it's the
can't
same
speak on
thing.
Hitler because my information about Hitler, majority of it comes from the same very people that we're calling liars now, and we're saying that twist the way that the world goes now. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to wade in on Hitler like I'm a super historian, but I've seen a lot of evidence to support to support a different narrative.
Yeah, another-
Not to say that he was a good guy or nothing,
No,
but there's alternative narratives from what we're force-fed. So I mean, like it's things like that though. That's it's the what they call it, the battle for hearts and minds. That is the most important currency. If they get people to believe and think in the way that they want, then we are under control. That's why something is important, like who you pray for. Who do you give your money for, charity-wise? Who comes up on the screen?
Watch
It's
out.
all important. Do you know what I mean? And it all plays with your head. So places that might not even need it that much, are still promoted as being the most.
Like the Red Cross, bruh.
Come on, man.
Red Cross
Look, in West London alone, we've got eyewitnesses saying that these people from the Red Cross are taking parcels that are going for the Grenfell Tower
Man
people
was there, bruv.
and trying to take them to sell them and get rid of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, but we still believe in the Red Cross. I watched the film yesterday. By what's her name, Angelina Jolie, yeah? It's some Cambodian film, all in, yeah? I watched the whole film, and in the end, when this girl became safe, it was the Red Cross and that was all there, and I was thinking, it's in that, yeah.
I think the Red Cross, Switzerland, peace and all that, and they're always involved in both sides.
Isn't it something to do with missionary group? Were they a missionary group?
Who the original Red Cross were? I think it was, it was religious, yeah. It was a religious
in Africa as well.
Yeah, in Africa, giving out Bibles and vaccinations. And all these kind of things. So yeah, but ultimately, I think the game being played is one of tugging at your sympathy and making you indifferent to other people's suffering. So for instance, even though it sounds like a weird psychology, but if they keep showing you hardships in a certain area, you become numb to it. You become accustomed and acclimatized to the fact that these are the things that happen in that area. So then you just take it as, so if you're a black person and you're watching something and they're all showing your area needing charity or always in a position of the lower ranking, you will inherit that in your head and believe that maybe becoming a black police officer is a step in the right direction, because then at least you're doing a job. Do you know what I mean? But that's how you can control people. So then you get that child to go and join Babylon, the very same people that are going to go and kill someone that looks exactly like him, only because he looks like him. Do you understand what I mean?
That people are desensitized to black people and black people's...
Not just black,
Definitely.
things like, for example, stabbings.
Jedi.
Like just if you, I don't know how old you are, but if you
You need to talk about that scholar thing, man.
Everyone wants to talk to me about scholars, man.
You know why? Because I watched the video, for 2 hours, and
what video did you watch?
My brother, Islamic etiquette dictates if you're going to interrupt in a conversation after permission.
He's right.
Just say it. Just say it. I'm sure.
It's true.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Forgive me.
more medicine.
Ah, shit.
More medicine. What's going on?
Wherever the truth comes to you, you have to take it. The truth, in Islam we say the truth is the lost property of the believer. Wherever you find it, you take it. So he said something, we have to take it. I apologize.
I'm joking.
When you finish,
Like I was saying, like years ago, if someone got stabbed, it was big news. It was a big deal. Oh my God, blah blah. Now it's standard.
Another one.
Oh, it's raining. Oh yeah, by the way, someone got stabbed and that's thrown in them. But tomorrow's gonna be a lovely
But they
day.
will pick one that
there'll
suits
be that
a
one
certain
story.
narrative. Like for instance, we talk about kids going missing. Kids go missing all the time. But Madeline McCann is one that will keep coming back. And there's a reason why. And we're not getting what the reason is, but there's something behind it.
And I think like, if you look at the news now, like everything's terrorism. All the big news now is terrorism.
Has been for the last how long?
I feel like desensitized.
There's no money in good news. Remember, news.
But why is everything terrorism? He goes out his house, he commits a crime. It's terrorism.
You know why? You know why? Because it's the one that it's the one that allows them to bend the laws and bend society. It's the one that aids the social engineering the best.
Now there's laws,
that narrative there.
Certain laws where if a Muslim says something, boom.
Yeah.
If you mention
The laws of
on
hate
your phone,
speech,
bam,
yeah.
watch him.
Because what they've done with hate speech, they've done good things with it, yeah. As in, they're very clever. Because one, they've made normal people afraid to speak their mind. Two, they've made people that were actually telling the truth have one less avenue of making money, like on YouTube and that. Do you understand? Do you understand the impact that it has? So it does everything except for free the people. All the new laws that come in. But we will beg for it. It's the Hegelian dialectic, right? You know what I mean? So they will supply us with the problem, and then we're going to react, and then they're going to give us a solution. And this is what terrorism is about.
Somebody was telling me, I forgot, they were saying they preach freedom of speech, but they tell you how to think and speak.
Yeah, of course.
So if you think about it, is it freedom of speech when you're being told what to say and speak?
No.
And it's really crucial. Like they're talking about the Muslims.
You're talking about suggestive thinking,
the blacks
innit?
went through it, and it was the communists. Yeah, you always need a common enemy.
Yeah,
So
all
when
the
the
time.
Muslims are gone, I think it's going to be the Koreans. So it's always you need that. Fear.
Always moving on.
And if you think about it, it's this supremacy because it's always like, why is it like always the West is right and there's a common enemy?
Yeah.
Why the blacks, the communists, the Muslims, the Jews?
Don't worry, the way to Muslims,
Yes.
don't worry.
No, exactly. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel sorry for the ones who are black and Muslim. They've got double trouble, you know?
Black, Muslim, and a woman. That's
there
really
you go.
good. You got
Exactly.
sexism in there as well, fam.
So that's why I was listening to you guys about. I
players.
think you guys were having a talk, and it was quite interesting. You know, about coming together, etc. It's true.
That's what it is. Understanding what the brother said, that you have to be awake to these things, man.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
know that the news are not there to just relay information.
Yes.
They're there to relay a certain narrative, a
Yeah.
certain a position that they want to,
Yeah.
again,
Imagine
it
if all
doesn't
the
take-
fuckeries that went on was in the news. One, how long would the show be?
I wouldn't leave my house.
Two,
I wouldn't leave my house.
my brother. Two, like realistically, yeah. If you knew what was really going on around you, yeah, I think you'd have a different opinion about where you live.
So we have to always take the news and understand that it's from a subjective
Don't take the news
position.
at all.
No, but we
But
take
I
the news.
haven't read the newspaper in time.
If I'm saying hello to you, how you doing? That's the news, you know. We take it.
You know what it is though? Those, no. You know what it is? Those days have changed. Yeah? The days where you stand in front of a TV and you have a limited of choice, BBC or this, that, and then you're fed what they tell you. That era has changed.
But even social media is gonna change that.
You're right, but YouTube
gonna
and
get
social
changed.
media have changed that a bit because now people choose to watch what they want to watch. So it's not like, okay, I'm going to sit at
But
home.
I would say,
What do you
yeah,
say?
I would say I agree with you, and then I step back and I realize. No, what I realize is that everything is a pocket. Like what we are doing right now, this is what I'm going to use your term. This is what I've identified. Yeah, everything is a pocket. Yeah. So for instance, yeah, you're gonna have these lot that are like, look, I'm not into the mainstream stuff, blah blah blah, and they're into these quote unquote conspiracies. What you're gonna realize is they're gonna be just sucked into that whole realm of thing, yeah. And everyone around them is in that. When they look in their suggestion box, it's gonna be what is suggested, yeah. And what is suggested is not always what is right. Yeah, what is suggested is not always where you're going to get the actual truth from. It may even be me. It may be Ali Dawah. It may be Raven and Cuthbert that pop up. Yeah, but yeah, it may be them that pop up. But then sometimes it may be an agent of disinformation. So you're not going to be guaranteed to always get the good shit from there. Yeah.
Yeah, but at
Plus,
least
we're
now
not
you
all right.
No, but at least you have a choice now to choose.
But what I'm saying is, it's just more shit to choose from.
No, but even...
You're still on YouTube.
Which one would you do? Rather have more... I'm not going to say the word, to choose from?
Yeah.
Or rather than sitting in front of a TV which tells you what to choose?
I think it's the same thing.
How?
Because even when you're sitting in front of the TV, you tell yourself that you have a genre that you want to watch, and then you go and look at your list and your genre list, yeah, and you pick one. So then there's the illusion that you've got choice. YouTube is just the same. It's an illusion that you've got choice. But if we start talking about certain subjects, my video is getting pulled down. So you don't have the choice to actually hear about everything. You can't watch everything, can you?
But it's better than TV though.
There's how much stuff is on there is censored.
Look, if you
Yeah,
don't
I
plug your
understand it's
channel-
better than TV,
if you
but
don't
it's the
plug your
same
channel,
as
plug your
books.
channel, bro.
Books, TV, YouTube is all the same of trying to get information from other people. Yeah? And therefore it can be controlled. If you go to a library and you're not stocking that library yourself, all the books in there is what is given to you by choice.
Yeah, but then how do we go and choose the books that we want?
But that's a whole different thing. That's different from having to go to YouTube for a source, if that makes sense.
How?
Because you meeting someone, I meet Raven, I choose to chat to Raven. So right now what I'm doing with Raven is off my choice.
But
I'm only choosing out of the people in the park.
It's only the select people in the park.
This is what I'm trying to
it's always
say.
the
So
case.
you keep on, but don't be fooled to think that what you're getting is
Yeah.
an unlimited
Yeah.
selection,
No,
especially when you're dealing with YouTube. This is a program,
Yeah,
that is written. They've got algorithms reading what you watch, and suggesting stuff. They've got colours and stuff like that. Even the fact of what videos have got what numbers under them now subconsciously affects if you're going to play it or not.
Bruv, no matter what
If something's
video I
got
watch,
100 on,
it comes back
you'll
to
be like,
9/11 eventually.
all right, cool. Do you know what I
leave
mean?
it running auto
If
play.
something's got 1 million on, you might be like, right, I might want to watch this. I might be the last person that's seen this. I might be the last person to see this. Let me watch this. So they already got us in a box already on YouTube.
And
understand?
understanding.
And go on Gumtree straight after you've been on YouTube. You'll see certain videos that you were watching. The adverts are there. On Gumtree.
I'll tell you what will make Speaker's Corner different from that, yeah?
Bruv, it's
The one thing that will make Speaker's Corner different from that is if actions take place here, or actions are created that go on. Do you understand? Words and words is all good. We can chat, blah, blah, blah.
That's a tradition here, isn't
So
it?
you can meet anyone, you're allowed to do that. The minute that we start meeting up and actually doing stuff and action, then you will see Speaker's Corner will be closed. That's my prediction. Yeah. They'll just run someone through here and say, a crazed Muslim did it. And then that'll be it. Well, when no one's allowed to congregate here for no, Trust me. The minute you start doing actual constructive things that are deemed as being anti the system that you all seem to be disenfranchised by, the minute you start taking steps to that, then that's a revolutionary step.
And what is anti the system? Unifying and
I believe so.
one another.
I believe
talking.
so.
It's no coincidence that certain races live in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Maybe now, all right, not
Look
as
at
much,
social
but-
media.
but
Look
you
at
go-
look at social media.
that
Yeah,
can
we're
be
supposed to
to
be
do
more
migration.
connected than ever, right?
There's a lot of
So then you would assume that
No,
we
but I'm talking
understood
back in
each
the
other
day.
more, right?
Way back in
And
the
we
day.
liked each other
Thank
more.
God it's no
But it's the opposite.
Muslim, Islam,
There's
yeah.
more
Pakistanis
intolerance.
as well, a bit
There's
more
more
as well.
racism. There's
White
more
boys,
prejudice
white
than
boys,
ever.
the Greeks as well.
Do you understand? Because of the mode that we are using to get these things. So like, YouTube is a social network. It is a social network. It's no different from Instagram. And it's owned by somebody that's making money, has put that program up there for a reason. And it is socially conditioning us. Because by far,
and it's learning about you, the unique you. It's learning about you. You know?
it's learning about you, Deep Mind.
He knows more about you than you know about him.
Yeah. Google
that
Deep Mind's not a joke.
There's a picture
Artificial
of Mark
intelligence.
Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook. He's on a laptop, but he's got the camera thing covered up.
Yeah.
Why is he doing that?
I do that as well.
I think he's trolling. I think he's actually trolling with that.
Like, I don't think
actually
people
do.
realise when they're on Snapchat every day,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
facial recognition
Facial
software.
recognition,
You know,
yeah.
that's like reading your face, your expressions. That's some dangerous thing to be playing with, man.
Yeah.
They're
So where do you think
data.
where do you think technology's taking us to? Like what? The Dajjal. Is it a plan of the Dajjal?
Illuminati.
Distraction.
Do you believe that? No, I mean, what? Just a distraction?
can be.
And
base level,
distraction
at the
from
base
what?
Huh?
Distraction from what? From
Most basic.
Taking you away from what you should remind
that's
yourself.
no,
For
that's-
example, like now you can't really talk to people now.
The system
like
is
someone
structured.
stares you, like, hey, how you doing? You're not and bro, sorry man, that light is mad bright. And again, that's just like the base level stuff. Like, hey, look, Ali's on it now. Like we're all guilty of it, walking down the street.
Although we're more connected with our phones, we're less connected really.
With
Yes,
humanity,
we don't.
with
We
people.
put statuses up.
And that's a
we
plan,
talk
yeah?
to about 100 people.
What's your number? Let me text you.
And that's the plan, yeah? Is that a plan? Is that
No,
is that
plan.
deliberate, or is
Yeah.
it just accidentally
No, I
happening?
don't
They want
Is
you-
someone behind
They
that?
want you not to remember what you need to remember. And as a Muslim, I believe you need to constantly remind yourself of the remembrance of God. So they want to take you away from that. Being a part of this
Distract you
world,
from God.
Distract you from this
That's-
world.
that's-
This world will
No,
distract
that's a part of it, man. They have a whole system, yeah. The thing is, it's about distracting us, yeah. Let them get busy, fight each
Distraction
other.
from what though?
Their agenda, maybe I don't know. The whole system. The
Do you
whole
have an
system.
idea, like, because this is not Islamic now, yeah?
No, it's not Islamic.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
you're
Islamic.
free to chat about it.
No, like I said
what-
before, it's the
all
whole
Islamic.
system and
It's
how
all
they're
Islamic.
working. Maybe
Whoa,
they-
yeah,
maybe-
sorry, yeah,
maybe-
you know what I mean though, innit?
Maybe they have a greater plan. Yeah, I don't know what they can do to us. I don't know, bro. I
you
don't know if they're
speculate?
gonna- I don't know if they're going to put us in concentration camps. I don't know. Anything can happen.
Ali Dawah believes in FEMA camps.
Fam, you never know.
You never know, yeah.
The things that we're joking about today,
No.
but next day you'll be like, bro, man's getting prepared. So we don't know. So the thing is, there's one thing that's for sure. We are being distracted. Yeah? And there's puppets there that's distracting me against you, you against me, black against white, white against black. That system is there to always.
Do we all
keep
agree
us
about
busy.
that, yeah?
That's what I
do.
believe. That's
Do
what
we
I
all
believe.
agree? Who do you agree that we're all being this? Raven, you gotta stop doing that face, boy.
man,
Nah, I wonder
man,
you're in,
I'm always
you're in the
into what
sunken
people
place.
think, innit?
Yeah?
If people let them say what they think, innit?
Kumbaya is a
Like I said, I'm focusing on the people who most need it from my perspective, innit? So when you say this and that, I'm saying that there's a
If
reality.
you're black,
yeah.
you don't care.
Yeah, no,
That's what
okay.
it is.
On a level, I think that with one issue with black people is we're easily distracted. So I'm thinking that as soon as everyone starts opening their arms, we're ready to hug innit?
No doubt, no
I
doubt.
don't think the problem lies with black people. I think the problem lies with other people, with everyone else.
Other people would say that.
But the black mind has been worked on for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah.
You know, I remember going to school, and when a black kid did well, it's like, oh, you're a black man. You have to think these people's minds have been
At the same
worked
time,
on.
That's the
if
second time
someone
you told us that story, Mohib.
But you have to,
Third time,
I have to explain it. I have to explain it.
if someone calls me a Moroccan Arab, effing whatever, that's not my problem. You have the problem, my brother. I don't need to change nothing. I'm being me. If you don't like it, then
Yeah, but that doesn't solve the problems that Raven sees in his community, and this is the problem. When we talk about issues that we see in our community, and we know for sure that none of y'all here ain't gonna need to give your life like revolutionaries and change the problems in our community. You get me? But yet other people will have so much to say about how we should do it when it's time to do it. You understand? So, for
but you
example,
can't come to a public forum and have a private conversation
No,
at the same time,
It's not a
bro.
private conversation. It's not a private conversation. What we're saying is, yeah, like people are. It's like people when people say, "Oh yeah, let's do something for the black youths over there." Okay, black youths are killing each other. Let's stop it. People are like, "Oh, but there's youths killing each other over there." So then you go deal with the youths over there, then, innit? But like, why are you telling me not to do this? Do you know what I'm saying? No, we're not even telling you you are. But I'm saying that this is something that I've seen Rap Raven go through a lot of the time. Anytime he's talking about black group economics,
Maybe what Jedi said, when it's talk, it's not a problem, but when it's action becomes...
But if a white person was to come along and have that kind of mentality where, you know what, I'm going to help...
They talk about economy all the time.
Yeah, but I'm going to help my own white community. There's going to be problems there. They're going to be considered racist, though.
But the thing is, white people do this all the time and they don't speak about it, and no one will call them out. Asians do it all the time and they don't speak about it. Indians, every single other culture practices group economics within their community. Every culture, you understand?
I'll just have that question, right? What is it about black people that when you see them talking about fixing themselves, there's this energy that tries to stop it?
No, it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. That's a good thing.
But do you feel like that? Do you feel like that happened today, just now?
I think that happens
every time.
You're the one that was being,
do you feel like that happened?
kind of separating yourself.
Do you feel like that happened?
Never.
I genuinely see you as my brother.
You don't look kind of like brothers still.
No, what I'm saying is...
He wouldn't like that.
Strong Asian look there.
No, what I'm saying is, why couldn't other people outside just want to support a black group economics?
Yeah, but none of them said they weren't. No one said they weren't.
No,
I'm just saying
in general.
I'm saying, why isn't that the first thing to come out of anyone like Black Raven? Because
humanity.
why is it always
everyone are good people,
Serving
bruv?
humanity is the first thing. It's not black, white, or green. It's serving humanity.
we
But
can
that's
say
what
that,
racist
and black
people
people
say.
say
That's
no,
what the
yeah,
answer.
no,
I'm
racist
from
people,
Bayarism,
man.
so...
No, but that's what
that's
they say. That's what the racist person will say. Let's be about everyone.
he can't give mixed signals and say it's all about humanity, but go support just your black people.
Listen,
He can't give out that mixed signal.
It's got to be. Why
it's
can't you
gotta
help
be-
everyone?
At the end of the day, Ali Dawah has done more for the black community than any of you so-called black supremacist
I never
groups.
claimed that.
Yeah,
I never said that.
He
I
did
never
not
You
deny it.
agreed with it,
He did not deny it.
and you took my thank you.
He said he does it for Allah. He said he does it for Allah. That's what he said. He does it for the...
Adnan Rashid he's gone to Africa. I've travelled with him. I'm not going to say, we're going to Africa.
You done Dawah. You done Dawah there, innit?
I'm not Superman.
You done Dawah there. Yeah, is that what the mission was for?
No,
What, did you raise money for Africans there?
Yes, of course.
Okay, what did you do exactly?
The charity is called Convivencia. You can go check out yourself. It means coexistence.
It's called what?
Convivencia. It comes from Spain. Yeah.
Why do you use the African name for it?
There you go.
Who used the Spanish name? I played.
What I'm trying to say is Adnan Rashid claimed that. And I said, look, I've seen some stuff you've done. I'm not going to come and say you have done more than other black people. I don't know, maybe you haven't. However, what I believe is this, is that the way we can free our slaves is that...
Free our slaves, go on.
No, free ourselves.
Freudian slip, free our slaves. Hey, Freudian slip, I'll fuck you.
The way we can free ourselves is because sometimes we think we're free.
It is cracking that.
Let me tell you something, yeah? Okay, so we can have a heart to heart, yeah? Because I like this, yeah? I like content over everything. Yeah, we need to give them some content over everything.
We don't need to give them content.
Anyway, the way we can free ourselves, because some people come and say, hey, I'm free. And I'm like, no, you're not. Yeah, I'm like, no, you're not free. Because sometimes I'll go to a female and I'll be like, look, are you free? Yeah, of course I am.
What you got to women for?
1 second. Let me clarify, man. It's content, yeah? For public, not alone, yeah? And I look at that individual, yeah, and I'm thinking, like, doesn't your feet hurt in them heels? Yeah, it does. Why do you wear them? I look good in it. Yeah? It's freezing, bro, minus in winter. We give Dawah in Leicester Square, yeah? And we see girls dressed up like family. It's like you're going to the beach, it's snowing, yeah?
Disgusting, isn't it?
I'm not going to say disgusting, it's sad. It's a
to
sad
see.
reality, yeah?
See their sexy bodies parading everywhere.
We are told to lower our game.
Lower them sexy ankles. Them fucking succulent ankles and that.
Listen.
The curvy ankles. He's an ankle man still.
Listen. So what I'm trying to say is, look here, the way we can free ourselves is because we're all a slave to something. Nobody can deny it. Nobody can come and say I'm free. No, you're not. You are a slave to something. The only way you can free yourself, this is what I believe, is by being slave to the one who has created you. Because that's true freedom. I'm not a slave to I don't know, watching a rap video and I see 50 Cent with girls and that, and I'm like, yeah, I want that lifestyle. That's BS. Once the cameras stop, do you think 50 Cent's there? No, he's not. Man, I watched a video of Birdman time ago, yeah, in his yacht, and he sat there with his homies and smoking. And there's a few girls on the side. And I'm thinking, fam, it's fake. You're fake. You're portraying something, and you have the youngsters, be it black youngsters, Muslim youngsters, white, whatever you might be. They look at them and be like, I want that.
We can agree on that,
Do you
right?
get what I'm trying to
But what I'm
say?
saying, once you've said that, once your solution is, go back to the essence divine.
True freedom is when
but
you...
once that's done, once all black people done that, is it okay if we now help ourselves?
No, not black people. No, look.
Because
You should
that's
know.
that's what I was, because there seems to be this concept that because I'm trying to push for black people to help each other, that means I directly don't like you.
No,
I don't like you.
I'm not saying that, but
That's what I kind of get.
If you believe...
It's interesting.
What's your name, by the way?
Raven.
I'm Ali, yeah?
What's your
Raven?
name?
Ali. So, if you...
Do that handshake
You know
again.
me.
I don't know him.
Do that handshake again.
Oh, is it a thing?
Oh, it's better. That's better. That was a bit of an apprentice handshake there. Still. I wonder about you two still. Huh? You met him before in the lunch.
What you said is about if I see a deficiency. Look, I'm Kurdish, from Turkey. If I see a deficiency within my community,
You're Kurdish.
I'm Kurdish. from Turkey.
So are you dedicated to help Kurdish people?
If I believe my...
Now
own
here's my
community-
question: why you know? Because from my study of Kurdish people, they've been through a lot, right?
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
Yes.
So are you telling me you were not dedicated to helping Kurdish people get through that challenge they currently go through?
Yes.
I mean, Kurdish people in Israel go through hell as well. You know this, right?
Where?
Kurdish people in Israel.
There's Kurds in Israel, I didn't know.
Why do you not know?
I didn't know.
Because I'm after the black people. Know what's going on for your people and help them.
I
So
don't
I
know.
want to know. You're here doing Dawah. What are you doing for your Kurdish
Yeah.
people?
Okay, that's a really good question. What I'm trying to say is, I believe the best that I can do for them is by calling them to free their souls from the shackles of this society and of this world, and worship the one who's created them. This is why I believe is liberating them. Yeah. However, the Kurds, they have a conflict. Most of them are Muslim, but some of them are Alawi. Yeah. Some part of my family are Alawites. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I understand and respect you if you say, look, I want to do something for my community, of course, because we are told charity starts at home. Yeah.
Right.
So I respect that. Yeah.
Do you?
If I say, you know what, the Turks and Kurds, they're calm, they're doing okay, or for example, the black community, you say they're not, I don't mind coming and saying, you know what can I offer? What can I do? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Well, first of all, I say is don't do that for us. Do something for your own community.
Okay.
What I'm saying is Kurds have been systematic targeted, right? So as long as someone is systematic targeting someone that
By
you
who?
are,
By who?
well, you don't know about the Kurdish
The
genocide?
Turks? No, I know
Yeah,
about Turks.
Ottoman
Mainly
Empire,
by
so
Turks,
forth,
yeah.
and obviously denying certain things that's happened historically.
Yes.
I'm saying that if they're going through that and you identify as a Kurd,
Yeah.
will not be beneficial and have a high value in being dedicated to make sure you can change your own people's reality.
He spoke about charity starting at home. So are you telling me that you'd rather help someone in Africa than your neighbour? Because that's the question here. 'cause when I look around,
I think he meant the analogy of like my people.
yeah, but
like this,
when I look
If-
around me, these are the
Where-
people
where
that
you
I have
from?
to
Where you
help.
from? Where you from?
My origins are Bengali.
Okay,
I'm
so
from here,
if
though.
there is a dedicated system that is trying to mistreat Bengali people, regardless if they're here or over there, each time you go, that's not for me.
No, I'm saying
Nah,
that
of
if there's
course not.
someone to help here, I'd help here.
Yeah, I say you help.
Because I don't
you help-
see
oh,
colour.
You help locally, then globally.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
the Bengali people that's here, and then when you set yourself up, you help the Bengalis over there.
Bengali or whatever colour you are here, I'd help
Well,
you.
here's what it is, right? I'm pushing here that on an individual level, you help your friends, innit? When it comes to making systems, that's where it's a bit different, innit?
Yeah, of
right?
course,
Because
yeah.
we have a cultural connection.
Yeah.
Obviously, you might have a different cultural connection to the other Kurds, but with black people, we've got different faces, but we seem to always have the same kind of cultural understanding,
Why?
right?
What do you mean by that? You have the same...
Chicken, watermelon, Kool-Aid, you know.
Yeah.
And I love
you know what we
chicken more
like?
than you.
What I'm saying is, black people just know, and the thing is, you being non-black, you might not be scared, innit? But black people, regardless, when we come to the parking thing, it's like, regardless of what you believe,
what
there's
connection
a connection, innit?
What
There's a
connection?
connection, innit? You get me?
What's that connection, Nana? What connection is that?
It's culture. It's
what?
a
Is it culture or you know each other?
If you have to ask, you ain't got it.
Yeah, boom, done.
Nah, what do you do?
If you have to ask where it
I
is,
want
you
to
ain't
know.
got it.
I want to know to get it.
Huh?
I want to know to get
That's
it.
what I'm saying. You can't get it.
Why
You know
not?
you can't.
Why not? Why not?
Huh? I don't know.
Why not? Ah, you're not part.
You can't buy it. No,
You're not part.
you know.
Hold on,
Fam, that's
no.
what Hitler said to the Jews. You're
But
not
hold
part.
on, bro.
Why would
No,
you
no,
make
no,
that
no.
analogy though? Why would
Alright.
you go straight to the most extreme?
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie. I was joking, but I see your psychology.
Look at the psychology
It's cool.
there.
But it
And
sounds
every,
good,
hold on, let me just try to show a like for like. Every time I talk about black people coming together in peace, there's always like an analogy of war and destruction. And the
never
example,
said that.
hold on, friend. Well, for me, Hitler, rightly or wrongly, is a metaphor or analogy for destruction.
No, but
because-
that's how he started.
Well,
Not the end result. That's how we started.
So-
So if you start off like that, I have to question the end
so
result.
what you're saying is that by me recognizing,
that means-
let me just point, right? 5 seconds. You're telling me that by me being a black person who recognise that many other ethnic groups have deliberately targeted my group, right? And after that, because when you talk about what's his name in a boat, pimping, all that kind of. For me, that's being mentally lost from your culture, right? Because there's no value in it. Value in money and women and it's disrespectful, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm a person who realizes that and realizes that other people have caused that, and I try to fix that amongst my group, why is the analogy of a European who around killing other Europeans? I don't get that.
Okay, you know when you said, what did you say? If you're, what's the word you said? Apart from us?
I said a lot of things, bro.
No,
I
the
said a lot
last
of
one.
things.
No, you said if you're apart.
So what I'm saying is,
The
if
specific word you
I'm
used, which made it seem like there's a us and you.
Well, it's like this, right? It's like there's a cultural connection between black people, right? It comes through looking the same, but also comes from experiences, right? And that's why when we're in the same. That's why I can go to someone like Jedi who doesn't believe in many things I don't believe in. And when I say, bro, we gotta fix the neighborhood, he's like, yeah, that makes sense, innit?
But why can't you come and say that to me?
Yeah, why can't I say that?
Because when I do, I get this kumbayism. I get,
You're putting everyone in the same basket now.
To tell me the box is
Give me a
different.
chance.
So the solution I'm saying is because we get empathy for each other, the motivation is going to drive us more when it comes to finding solutions.
Why not? Why wouldn't I have the same drive?
Because you're not. What are you doing for black people?
No, one second.
I'm blacker than you,
Forget what I
man.
didn't do.
First of all,
Forget what I didn't do.
This is
Mohib
distraction.
just said he's
No,
blacker than
it's
you.
not.
Distraction. Once again, distraction.
It's
Okay.
not about what I didn't do. It's about what I can.
What can you do?
What do you need me to do?
Well, do you understand?
What do you need me to do?
In your group, have you ever seen any mistreatment of?
I'll answer
Yes,
for him.
yes. I have a friend that
He's
will.
going to answer you. You need to tell your people to stop mistreating our people. Tell them
Okay,
not to be
no.
racist.
There's not our
That's
people.
the answer.
No, if it's
You've
our
been asked this
people,
many
I've
times.
got.
And that's the basic
It's gonna sound really cliche. I've got black friends, fam. Yeah.
I've got
No, I've got. One second. Dawood, yeah. Dawood was here. Yeah, he's a Muslim, and when we was both looking to get married, they were gonna get emotional. He might start crying. Nah.
I know, like that's the thing.
Another
We both was in Islam.
You lot getting mad liberal right now, man.
We don't do girlfriend boyfriend. Yeah, okay.
You get married, yeah, I get it.
And my friend Dawood, he went through racism.
In what sense?
On the
Define
next
this.
scale,
Define this for me.
Like for example, he wanted to marry if I'm not mistaken, an Asian girl.
Where's he from?
Yeah? He's African. He's from Congo.
So he was an African guy who didn't want to marry an African woman.
No, he didn't want it. No, he was just.
Okay,
It
no, I
didn't
understand.
matter. Now
So for me, that there's an issue there, isn't it?
Okay.
There's an African person who doesn't want to marry an African woman.
Now I have an issue with that issue that you just.
Well,
said,
I'm
yeah?
saying, go.
So he's from Congo. He married a Jamaican sister.
Well,
yeah?
for me, they're the same. For me, they're the same.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It's human being, yeah. So what I'm trying to say.
How are they
him-
the same
him-
though? They're from different
One
continents.
second.
Okay, well, I'll explain after you.
He went through some next level racism. I went through racism. I wanted to marry a Somalian. I got rejected. Like I got this.
Because you weren't part of the culture.
No, because I'm not Somalian. I wanted to marry an Eritrean. I got this.
So you have this East African thing going on.
Yeah,
Right. Now, what's wrong with Kurdish women?
Fam, cut
Oh,
that.
no, what's
My
wrong
wife might
with?
see it, fam.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking, fam. You better cut that.
Yeah.
What? Cut what?
No, please,
Cut what? Cut
Is
what?
your current wife Kurdish?
No, she's.
Cut what? The Somalian thing?
Don't worry, my wife.
Where's she?
Huh? What is it you want to
Hey,
cut?
fam.
What? You can't cut nothing. Nah, no censorship thing.
Fam,
Where's
No
that?
cut. What is he now? What's he want to cut?
Subscribe.
If you like, listen.
He likes them.
No.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, he likes him at East African Aussie.
Who doesn't?
High five.
Don't blame me.
High five.
Beautiful women.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm saying is,
Yeah. I like it.
Seeing Dawood, seeing my friend go through that,
Yeah.
it hurts me because I'm like, why? Why are you being rejected?
But
Why?
you went through it yourself as well,
No, he
though.
did. Yeah, we went through it together.
No, but what I'm saying is because you wanted to marry the
I wanted to
Somalian,
marry
yeah?
a Somalian, I got rejected. I wanted to marry an Eritrean sister, I got rejected. Even some of the Asian, yeah. I got racism myself, yeah. But seeing him go through that and seeing how he's struggling, why? Because he's black, and this is what a lot of people who are, for example, they become a Muslim, and because of the stuff with the racism, they take it out on Islam and leave.
Okay.
So I'm like, look, fam, I understand. I
This
get
is
it.
Muslims, this is not
No,
Islam.
listen,
yeah.
this is Muslim. We got a big racist problem. Massive.
What, amongst Muslims?
Yes,
I've been saying
100%.
that.
Forget amongst Muslims, black Muslims. The way they get treated is disgusting.
Okay.
And where does it come from? The previous generation.
Right.
And it's disgusting. Me, I was going to do a video, and I didn't do it because we're exposing them. I was going to go to...
So you're going to do a video, but you didn't do it?
No. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. I'll tell you why.
So you haven't done a video exposing racist Muslims?
No. I've done specific videos, but this one was very direct. Like, it was a knockout.
And why have you not done
why
that?
would you
Because
tell
for me,
me
that's
why?
a very big issue.
Why would you
let
tell
me-
him to find a Kurdish girl? Are you against like interracial marriage?
One second, that's like...
I can answer that question.
That's what he would deem as
The
racist
reason
as well.
Well, I can answer that.
what
but
I was going to do was this year. It was going to be a social experiment because I'm a YouTuber. I was going to go to an uncle in East London and be like, Uncle, I've got a friend that's looking to get married. Yeah. So he's going to be like, okay, all right. Like, who is he? Yeah. And I'm just going to say, you know, he works, he has money. Da, da, da. Okay, good. Yeah. And then I was going to bring Dawood. He's a black brother.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I was going to say, this is the brother.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
wanted to see his reaction.
Yeah.
And if he said, this, I was going to say, what do you mean? Why are you? But I didn't do it because Islamic, my teachers told me that you'll be exposing him. And then he might get hate. I wanted to do this video big time because you know why? Because it's sad, bro. I don't care.
You like controversy, yeah?
No, it's not about controversy, bro. It's the truth. If
Them
there is
hits,
a
boy.
problem, there is a problem. Bro, there is a problem. When black brothers want to marry Asian sisters, they're being rejected. Why? Of
course, because
this
they're
is
black.
ridiculous.
Because they're black.
No, but this
and
is
that's why I
ridiculous.
come in.
It works every way,
We
though.
get straight to the
It
point.
works every
No,
way.
We can come to the chase
no.
now because this is all entertaining.
Exactly.
I'm saying
This
it's
is
because
a-
they're black.
it's a
innit?
victim
mentality.
That's why I'm here. And that's
Yeah,
why
but it works all ways.
No,
No,
hold on.
that's why
That's
we're
why
here.
I
We're here, not
Hold
you.
on, hold on, friend.
We're here.
Well, if you haven't made that video, you're not there.
Nah,
Yeah, but you would feature in that
Let me
video
speak.
because it's against what
Black
you're saying
people
as well.
knowing who is discriminating them is the most valuable thing we can know. It's very valuable because we go around trying to do the kumbayas and love everyone, but we have no idea who hates us, innit? So if you ask me why do I want black people to marry black people, because I know they can't experience racism from themselves. It makes sense, innit?
Do you want Kurdish people to marry only Kurdish
You know
people?
what? As a Kurdish man and a Bangladeshi man, how dare I tell you who to marry? How dare I? Know who you want. I'm saying as a black
you marry
person.
who you want as
there-
well.
Of course.
You're
There is
not just black.
It's like this, right? As a black person, there is a value in loving a black woman. There is a value, right? And what I'm saying is,
What do you mean value?
there's in the sense of if I'm trying to collectively bring a group forward, it makes sense to marry someone who I'm trying to move with. This makes sense. So, for example, if
Are
I'm
your
talking-
mum and dad from the same places?
they're both black. One's Dominican, one's Jamaican. Right?
Okay, but within the Dominican and Jamaican, do they have separate heritage?
Well, they have a common like cultural understanding, but
Well,
everyone.
you identify as black. How have you? Do you identify as black?
Technically, when I talk on the camera, I say black, but technically, I identify as Afro-Caribbean.
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 Because what's that? Why? Because
It's like the West Indies have their own journey that they've gone through, and they come from Africa, so Afro-Caribbean represent that journey. But
so not separate genetics.
Well, technically, if we're going deep, everyone has separate genetics.
No, I mean the Africans and the Caribbeans. Are they from the same place? So it's just African.
The bulk of the DNA comes from West Africa, Central Africa.
Yeah.
Both, right?
But then you have Asian.
Yeah, there is mixed.
But the point I'm trying to say is, with the result of the mixing that you are a result of, without you there'd be no Mount Melanie. Yeah? Without you, we wouldn't have all coined the phrase Black Betterment Building. Without you, there'd be no one to put forward your points of view and your activism when it comes to Black Betterment. Yeah? So therefore, I could argue to say that mixing in itself needed to happen and is important to happen because there's no saying that you would be the same man you are today.
I would. That could be.
You would, you say?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah. But
Any
I'm not saying.
slight change in history changes a person, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying I'm here today.
are.
As a person today, we're making a choice for betterment, and this is the group we've identified, isn't it? It's like this. Not to say get glory. A person could be born from rape, right? Yeah. But the achievements that person does mustn't be disregarded. So even though.
But you're not saying that that's the result of your heritage is rape, though, are you?
A big part of Afro-Caribbean is rape, of course.
Okay. But so what I'm trying to say is, what Asian rape?
No.
Because as I see
Arab rape happened
your mix, your personal mix, is there's clearly a huge.
Africa. If you talk about Africa from Dominican, you're looking at the indigenous Indian people, who they call Indians, Europeans, and Africans.
Okay,
right?
so the
But
indigenous people that live there, that you have some of that genetics, you'd assume.
I would assume so.
Yeah. And did you have evidence of the black people raping the indigenous Indians?
No,
So then that would. So what I'm saying
the
is.
historical.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah, no, but the point I'm trying to get at is you're mixed, my brother. Yeah, you're very mixed. You're mixed to the point where if you said you wasn't black and you said I'm da 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 da, I wouldn't even say nah. You must be a bit black. So what I'm trying to say though, it's not necessarily as a result of rape.
It's like a fat man.
Yeah, even if
I see the Indian in you.
But even if it was companionship, what does that matter?
But what I'm trying to say is that also could be a positive thing because you're here today, my brother, to fight for the rest of us.
Of course.
So if he wants to marry a Somalian woman, or his Congo.
Have I told him not to?
No, but his Congo, he was giving the story about his Congo,
he
man.
can.
Yeah, and the racism he's experienced. Now, I'm not backing it for Ali. I will just say though that I found his story commendable, and I didn't really see the need for the whole thing of he needs to marry this and marry that, especially from you. If I said it might resonate a bit more.
Bro, let's
people
get
like, right, Jed, I don't like he's mixed.
Jed,
do you understand?
Jed,
but you can't say that if you're mixed.
If we get clarity, it makes more sense.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
so the question
yeah,
was put forward. You as an individual, we as men, whoever you love is who you love, right? And shame on anyone who says not to love them, innit, right? And so I can't say that, right? But for me, I'm saying because of the mistreatment that I'm currently seeing black women go through, when I speak openly, I'm always going to be pro-black love.
Of course,
right? That's what it is. But shame on me if I say shame on you for marrying someone else, right? But also when I talk, I'm going to wonder the same way my community has been separated by the way we're described, the way we're hated, and then we hate ourselves. I want to know if you're from a community that's also been mistreated, are you doing the same? Yeah? That's what it is. So remember I said, that's people at home, right? Marry who you want. That's what it is. At no point can I mistreat someone for being a byproduct of mixed ancestry, whatever it might be. That's wrong, isn't it?
I just wanted you to clarify that,
but what I'm saying is, this is as a given, isn't it?
Because that's how they start calling us white, black supremacists.
No. You love who you love. But then what I'm saying is, when I say there is a value in a black person,
his mate called us black supremacists.
Yeah, that's bad.
Adnan Rashid. He said you've done. Do you remember the quote he said?
Was there last week?
Yeah, he said you've done more work for the black community. No, he said you have done more for the black. Said you. He spoke about himself. Then he said Ali has done more for the black community than some of you so-called. I can pull it up now on my phone.
Did he say Ali?
Ali.
Probably Ali has done.
He said Ali has.
Let's go back to this. I don't want.
And then I said thank you, Ali. And you said you do it for the last
This is a very important point. Hold on. Fam. Go back to the black loving thing because that's where you at. Like, can I love black women? Okay, that's really what the bottom line is, right? Every time I talk from the value of the most mistreated, isn't it? So if black women are mistreated, as we've identified, black Muslim women, whatever it is, right? It's my duty as a black person to try to uplift them, innit? So when I talk openly, they're gonna come first. That's what it is. Now, if I'm talking about trying to build a community, build economics, build health. If I marry a black woman, I'm starting because my first business partner is who?
Yeah, practice what you preach.
Who's my first business partner?
Yeah, that's real.
Who's it? My wife, innit? Yeah. So if I'm trying to build black people, it makes sense to build my black wife, innit? But obviously things happen. Maybe I fall in love with someone. I don't know. What I'm saying is that's just a standard.
Can you get married again?
Standard.
Can you get married again?
I can take a second wife if I need to, but I won't be doing that.
Oh, is it? How come? You follow that, yeah?
Well, you're polygamous. You have 4 wives, right?
We're on camera, no comment.
What I'm saying is, if a woman is promiscuous, she goes, "I want you to take a second wife." I wouldn't argue.
No comment.
Have the right to remain silent.
I wouldn't argue.
You got a couple wives though, or not? You got one wife.
My wife hasn't watching this.
You got one wife.
Your wife is watching.
You never know she might be.
Oh yeah.
No, we're good.
I have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, I know.
Back to the thing.
That's
So
okay.
have I clarified my point?
Loaded.
To be continued.
Well, she's definitely don't watch this.
So more that.
She's
that's
Eritrean.
where
I'm gonna
at.
crack up though.
But what I'm saying is, when you fell in love with the East African women, right?
No, don't say that. I might feel in love with no one.
Okay,
He likes them.
Look at you guys every word
He's
of
really
them.
attracted to them.
Let me look, because I think you're mad and I addicted at times. But okay, we're going to have to leave your story and come back to another story. What I'm saying is, the more is this, right? When I was a black
a bit
person,
dark as well.
when I was a black person to say, I want to help black people, right? I want to know why is analogies pushed for the most negative thing you get rather than the positive.
No, it's not negative.
No, but what I'm saying is, when you say things like Hitler, some people might think, oh, that's good.
No, it's quite positive what you want to do.
Well,
But it can become more positive, extremely
No,
more
but you
positive.
did use Hitler. You did compare it to Hitler.
I did compare it to Hitler.
You said Hitler spoke like that.
Yes,
You did.
because he started off like that. What did it end up as? If you say us and them, it starts off with us and them, then it starts to be like you can't.
Okay, all right, but you lot talk about believers and non-believers. You talk about mu'min and kafirs, yeah. No, but this is the thing. But you're still talking about us and them.
No.
But you are
It's
though.
not about colour.
Okay, cool. But all prejudice ain't all about colour.
Yeah, it's not.
So you got class.
How?
Yeah, you got tribalism.
No,
Yeah,
not tribalism.
I'm saying there is
It's about worshiping God alone and
tribalism.
righteousness.
Yeah, you have
Righteousness.
classism.
No,
You understand what I'm
righteousness.
saying? This is what I'm saying.
Righteousness
yeah?
has no colour.
I hear that, but what I'm saying is, you just said as soon as you start talking about them, us and them,
Yeah.
that's when we can start making comparisons with Hitler. Yeah,
No, I said that's how it started.
Hitler was on about one race of people.
Yes.
Yeah, you understand?
Over the
yeah?
other.
Being
Over the
superior,
other.
being
Now,
superior.
now, what we were talking about is the fact that we may have a union and a bond as black people that you lot don't have with us. So that's one race of
why
people.
not? I have that with my black brothers and sisters
But
in humanity.
this is his point, though. It was his point.
arrogance.
Regardless,
Okay.
because I might not agree with his point. I'm just highlighting what his point was. His point was that we may have this bond, innit? Yeah.
What's the bond?
And that it was blackness, basically, is what it was saying. And then
Okay,
you said,
what's our
"What
bond?
about me?" And then I said something about, "Well, yeah, well, there's a part." And
What
you
do
said,
you mean
"Ah,"
blackness?
and then
You
you
mean
said, "Ah, see,
Africanness, yeah?
you start talking about part, yeah." As soon as you start talking about part, you can go. Hitler was talking about that. So this is. I'm just saying how you jumped on it.
The way I jumped on it is the bond that you have is the
Yeah.
the bond that you
I remember everything you said.
No, of course, it's good that you remember it, yeah?
It's true.
You have a bond with colour.
Yeah.
We have a bond
Yeah.
with,
With
for
faith.
example, with faith
Yeah.
that has no colour.
Of course,
so for example,
yeah.
my bond
And my
with
my
Dawah,
my bond with Raven isn't based on colour.
But you
Yeah,
said no,
because
what's your common
you know like. Get
No,
me?
not that colour. We're
I've
not
been
just
on the bed a little longer than him. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not based on colour.
What's it
It's
based
not.
on?
It's not even based on phenotype.
What's it based
Look.
I know.
Yeah.
What's it based on?
It's based on. It's based on something that words can't be put on.
But he's
Yeah.
saying his experience.
It is. Yeah.
No,
So it may be experiences or
we share the
whatever.
same
I've got a
experiences.
brother that is paler than all of you lot. Yeah. But my connection with him surpasses my connection with
Right,
all of you
right,
lot
right.
because of my experience with him.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Can me
But
and you
that's
have
still,
experience?
huh?
Can me and
Me and you could have that experience
Okay, so
because
there's potential. That's fine.
we could, but it's still going to be different.
Why is it going to be different?
Because it just is. Like
Why?
I brought my brethren down there to Speaker's Corner,
Why
yeah,
is it different?
and then he got into a conversation with Raven, and then Raven told him he's not allowed in Mount Melanin, yeah. He's not allowed in his group, yeah. My brethren,
Why not?
because he's not black.
You
He's
said
Moroccan
not allowed
and
'cause he's not black.
he's Moroccan and Portuguese, yeah. And Raven said he's not allowed, yeah.
Okay.
But me and Raven, but he didn't understand that, so he was arguing with Raven. So I had to pull him to the side and say, well, you know what, brother, Raven is right. You don't have to. I know that you think you're down and rare, and as far as when you're looking at us, even probably when you're looking at yourself, you probably see a super dark guy because of your culture and your experience. But the truth is that Raven doesn't want you in the group, yeah, and he's allowed to not want you in the group because you ain't black.
What group is this?
Sounds a bit Hitleresque
Raven's
to
group.
me, mate.
Why?
Okay, I don't know.
What? Having an exclusive group is Hitleresque.
Fam,
Hold on, wait.
That's
He's Muslim.
Wait.
I'm just trying to understand this.
Look,
so.
he has a WhatsApp group, yeah?
I don't know what Mount Melanin is.
He has a WhatsApp group,
Okay.
yeah? And it is exclusive for those of black and African heritage.
African heritage.
Yeah?
Well, I don't know what.
I'm putting that word into his mouth, yeah?
Black, I don't
But
understand.
it's for black people.
Why?
Yeah?
We have a
Why?
group. We have a group.
You have a group for just Muslims, right?
No, one second.
You have a group for just Muslims,
We have
right?
a group for just
Yeah.
Muslims that
You
are
mean
black,
African?
Do
Muslims
you
that are
have
white,
do you
Muslims that are Asian.
have a Bangladeshi community center?
There are some.
All right, cool.
Now this one's trying to tell you. This is why there's a divide.
But what I'm saying
This
is,
is why
what I'm
black
saying
people
is,
have been placed there,
what I'm
you
saying, you see,
That's why I
see?
don't do kumbaya
You-
never.
Do you see?
You see me?
So this is
I'm on the
what
square
so Raven's caught you out because what Raven is like, if we're all holding hands, it's all great. If we go up and say, look, the man them, we're gonna do our thing, then we start hearing Hitler and all these kind of things.
The most extreme.
But so you got, I know that's not in your heart,
can't
bro.
use the African
I know,
man.
listen,
I'm
wait,
only
one voice,
referencing what was said
one
before.
voice.
I'm
I know that's
referencing
not in your heart, Ali. I actually believe that's not in your heart. But you have to understand and become familiar with Raven's argument and his perspective, because that will further arm you in terms of your dawah and your ability to reach out to other cultures.
Are you saying this?
We don't like being told that we can't do our own thing.
Are you saying this?
Trust me.
Look,
Yeah.
we have Muslims,
Especially
yeah?
when we don't tell other
One
people.
second.
We've never.
No, I'm not telling you to do anything.
No,
I don't
listen.
say that.
There's a Kurdistan
Kurdistan
community center, and I'm gonna walk in there and say, bro, hold on. So what, you lot ain't got nothing for Nigerians?
That's what I'm saying. No, it's like that. I'm an activist. I'm an activist. I've been to Palestinian marches. I've been to Indians have their thing. Every culture has groups that deal with the social and political problems of that group. Now we as black people,
Palestinians came to your marches.
they don't come to our marches, but there was a lot of black people at their march.
that's the
But what-
premise there for
yeah,
you,
all
then.
right,
It's
there you go.
not
I hear you.
there
But what I'm saying is, we as black people never, ever, ever feel the need to tell these Bangladesh, Palestinian, or whatever race they are, that you should not be getting together to do better for your culture.
No, you're right.
The only time where I ever hear anyone say,
when the cool kids,
don't
it's
get
when the cool kids
together,
want to go and do their own
Yeah,
thing.
don't
Which is basically what we're dealing with.
It's when
We're
it's
dealing
black
with people
people.
whose culture and energy is highly popularized
Can
and
I-
used.
can
I
I-
heard
can I-
I heard
can
the
I-
term the other
can I
day.
clarify something?
Everybody wants to be a nigger, but no one wants to be a nigger.
Yeah.
Everyone wants the chat, the swag, the confidence, the style, the the passion, the strength, the physiques, the athleticism, the wit, the comedy. Everyone wants all these attributes. Yeah, but when we're down on the battlefield, when it's in the dunya, no one wants to come and help us. Yeah, you understand? But no one wants us to
say
go
no
off
one.
and do our own thing.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, a lot of
can
people,
help.
like you don't.
I gave you a platform.
But
on my channel,
subconsciously,
my brother.
no.
I said, you know what? I
'Cause
come and film whatever you want.
Yeah, Mohib, but no.
Control
He goes
anxiety.
around blackness. He
Control
goes
anxiety.
around blackness. What?
Yeah.
I'm blacker
Mohib,
than you, bro.
Mohib.
I'm The only
Look at this
difference is
emotion.
from blood. That's
Look-
all it
look at
is.
this emotion,
And the white
right?
man define Africa for
Look
you.
at this emotion,
Watch the
right?
man, watch the man.
This
Come
brother,
out of here, bro.
see, now look, he's gonna say his piece and move, right?
No, bro, I don't like the way you.
No, hold on.
I gave this guy a platform on my channel.
Hold
I said, go speak
Look
about
at
whatever
the-
you
look at
want.
the emotion.
Is it for the upliftment
Look
of
at
black
the
people?
emotion.
Do it, my brother. That's what I
Look at the
said.
emotion.
Don't
Now,
try it,
You
now
bro.
look at
can't
it.
do
Don't
something
try
for
it.
black people and then say, I've
You
done
see?
this for you.
Everything
No, because he's saying that
That's
I'm
what-
trying to
can I
stop
say
it.
something?
Can I
He's
clarify
saying I'm
something?
trying to stop
Sharp
it, though.
words have been thrown around, and let me answer the sharp
Italian
words
style.
because that's where the
Clarify.
interest lies. Hold on, friend. Sharp word. Look, I admire your passion, right? What I'm saying is, we're here because we're saying when you use analogies of Hitler, as cool as that might be,
I used
that's
it.
offensive.
Brother,
You
brother,
both
he
did.
used it and I referenced it.
What, you both used it?
No, I referenced
Yeah,
it
you
because
did
of the
use
way.
it, though, you did.
I did.
Yeah,
I
you
said.
did.
I
You did.
said it.
I
I
hear
said
you.
it. But I
Now,
said.
now what I'm
like,
saying
this
is,
cliquey
what I'm saying
mentality.
is, this brother here and this brother here will never use the analogy on me for Hitler. If I come, go, you know what? I'm gonna fix the black community. I'm gonna do by
but you said-
That's a Hitler thing.
Brother, I don't believe
No,
that.
you said you were
I don't believe
Well,
that.
what I'm saying, you were just
way.
passionate 14
No
seconds
way.
ago.
No
I'm
way.
saying,
I don't believe
let's
it.
maintain that
I don't
passion.
believe the Hitler thing.
He don't believe that.
I support you, bro.
I tell you the thing. I tell you what happened here is,
Can
and
I-
then Dawah, I'm gonna let you go. Yeah. What happened here
let me say something.
is what I was trying to explain to both of you is.
Yeah.
I know that your heart is pure.
I believe that.
I actually know this.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully it is. We don't know that.
I know. I got confidence. I
Within this
got
context,
confidence
within
in
this
my
context.
Thanks for your good assumption.
my intuition in this right now. Your heart is pure of what your mouth is saying because your brain is not engaging with the empathetic side of you.
can't.
All you need to do, I gave you the right analogy. As soon as I said it to you, you're like, boom, now do you know what? I hear what you're saying, gents. I'm done, yeah? Don't get upset. You're getting upset because you're thinking, right, is man trying to say I'm a racist or something? Or is man thinking I'm trying to hate on the brothers?
Look,
It's not.
I'm-
But do you know what that
I
is?
don't see
You know-
colour, bro.
But you know why you
Believe
don't?
me.
Do you know why you don't,
Believe me.
though? Do you know why you
Believe
don't?
me.
You know why you don't? Because you highly affiliate with black culture.
Yes,
And that's
absolutely.
why you don't see
We
culture.
in the UK have to.
Yeah,
It's
because
part
our
of our
culture.
culture.
Listen. Because our culture is the underpinning culture of the popular. It's the underpinning popular culture. That's what it is, yeah. But it's used against us because everyone will indulge and enjoy that, yeah. And I will go to an area where white boys have got their jeans down their hair and they want to bust my head. See how my culture of gangsterism and whatever can be used against me. Even them and their racist ones in America and that rare. They listen to hip hop. They just listen to their racist hip hop. Imagine. So they take your thing. Get me? And they will use it and suck it for all its goodness, but man's not trying to give you anything. And when you say, do you know what? I'm
You don't
withdrawing.
have to fear. You've
I'm
got the
withdrawing.
creativity,
You know
you
that?
never have to fear,
You know this buffet?
You never have to fear.
You know this buffet? Like I'm withdrawing this buffet because everyone's eating out of it,
me
and no one
ask
ain't offered me a wing yet.
No, I want to win
And
too.
then as soon as you say,
I
"Raw,
wanna win too."
you don't have this buffet," but this is the man names. No,
I clarify?
no, what are you doing over there? You can't have your own wings over there.
Jenny.
We fed society for so
Listen,
long
listen.
with our work, with our identity, with everything, our culture. All we're asking, you know what I'd like? I'm gonna go one further. I don't just want you to allow us to do our own thing, yeah.
Nobody's to give
No,
you-
I know
I
you're
am no
not.
one to come and say do this or do. Who
But
am I?
within your mind,
No,
listen,
forget my
listen,
mind.
no. Within your mind,
there.
listen to what I'm saying to you. Within your mind, your subconscious, there is something there that feels passionately about that group going off.
no,
We're
no.
not leaving you.
No,
listen.
no,
We ain't leaving you.
You better know.
Yeah? We're gonna come back for you. I know that you got love for us.
You're not the leader, my brother.
Yeah.
You don't have to come
No,
back.
no, no.
I will support you.
Yeah, that's it. But don't feel like because we're gonna save our thing.
Hold on.
Can I have a
Say your thing.
I sat there earlier.
Brother here was very passionate.
Okay, let's
and
sat
I'm
there
saying-
earlier.
Go on, Dawah. Go on, Dawah.
Let's bring some clarification to the table.
Go
yeah?
on.
When I mentioned the matter of Hitler, I said this is where it stemmed off from. When you talk about us and them, yeah, what I'm trying to say to you here is this. Okay, in Islam, for example, we're Muslims. Yeah?
Stop being silly now.
We have Muslims. We have black Muslims. We have Asian Muslims. We have white Muslims. All kind of Muslims. Yeah. Okay. We are one ummah, one nation. Within that nation, for example, I was watching a video of a certain black Muslims in America. I think it was New York. Yeah. They were saying, look, the scholars in Saudi or this that. They don't care about the hood. Now, what they meant was this. They didn't say the scholars don't actually care. They were saying the scholars are doing their thing in Saudi. We need to fix up the hood. Yeah, we need to fix up our people. And I am with that, within that. But if that group of people come and say, it's us against you, like black Muslims, white Muslims.
Yeah, but against was never used though.
I know.
I never even thought of. I never even thought of. And that is that little. That little thing there.
I haven't finished.
All of these things have been put in by Ali Dawah. None of these things have come from the man. The Hitler.
But there's demonising of non-black people. That's what you lot are doing. Not saying we got something in our brain.
No. We're going up. No, listen. We're going off what you
doing.
Sorry, my brother. We're going off what you said. Go back. Go on. Alice.
1 second. I haven't finished. Look, Jedi, see, he understands me. Sign language, everything. Yeah. Hear me out.
You're not allowed to call me Jedi either. It's Jedi, you know. Only Thais are allowed to call me Jedi because he's Nigerian.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is, I have no problem with you, man, saying we want to fix our community, family.
Thank you.
Do your thing. Thank you. I'm not saying that. However, when you use the word about
it's cheeky,
us,
it's cheeky.
if I say to you, look, I'm going to go and fix up my Kurdish community, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Because us and
You're just going to do it.
When the word us and you comes into it, where I was like, okay, that sounded a bit bitter. If you said, fam, I want to
Muslim and non-Muslim.
1 second. I'm just trying to say, bro, you have every right to go and say, you know what, man, my community is lacking. I'm going to fix this at home and come and help you. However, in Islam, for example, some people come and use this example of, hey, listen, I did this for the black people. I find that a bit nonsense. Why? Yeah? Because, for example, we are taught in Islam doing things for the sake of Allah. What does that mean? When I have a friend like you, and when I want to do a favor to you,
what's your point? Don't preach at me, Ali, man. Come, it's too late in the night, man.
No,
don't preach at me, my brother. Don't. Let's just have a convo.
Let me say this.
I'll say this.
Go on, brother.
I'm not preaching. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm just trying.
Because just keep it choppy. Because
no.
Videos sometimes when you lot
Okay, let it go again.
That's right.
Like you said, you said use lot. I'm one of those use lot. I'm not one of them.
Everyone.
Go ahead. Let me say, when you speak, I'm going to jump in after, so go ahead.
Just finishing off, when I do something for anyone, it should be done for the sake of God. Meaning, I don't do something for you, so you can do something back to me. I do it only because to please God. So when I do something for you, fam, even if you come and slap me across my face, that don't mean nothing because I've done it for the sake of God.
I'm glad.
That's it.
Well done. Now, that's good, and that's a 10-point thing. I can't even say no, right? But it's like this, right? Even though Muslims are meant to be nice and so forth and praise God only, there's as you said, there's a whole lot of Muslims who don't, right? 100%. So therefore, meaning I can either ask the blacks to go beg those Muslims to look after us. Please look after us.
Take this off Muslim Islam.
Yeah, Islam. Or I can say, do for yourself.
Yes.
Remember, the only reason I'm mentioning Muslim so far is because you guys have mentioned it. I'm saying black people, if you're mistreated, help yourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? And then you guys go, can I help? I go, the thing is, it's actually a self-esteem, self-building thing. And then obviously the anxiety comes up. So that's what I'm trying to say.
I respect that. If you're saying, we want to do our thing, we don't need nobody to help us, fam, I respect that.
But what I'm saying is, but every time I start that, the anxiety is raising.
No, I think that's unfair.
We're back on the level. Brothers. Yeah, no, but.
What do you mean anxiety? This guy
This is anxiety.
All right, let's wait.
Demonizes non-black.
okay.
And he thinks, no,
Mohib, wait. Please.
What do you mean black? I'm blacker than you. I'm darker than you. What does that mean?
What does that mean you keep darker?
What do you mean you're sitting there saying black? You're sitting there saying blackness. I'm black, my brother.
Do you want to be black? Wait.
Trust me, like, no, I'm black.
I'm getting very patient. I'm very
What do you
patient.
mean black?
Your
Your anxiety is taking over your mind.
Demonizing though. You're demonizing.
Hey, sideline, come round the front.
You're speaking, I can't see who
That is.
fam.
Oh! What did you? Oh, I've been. Regret it. We just need that snippet.
The thing is, you guys don't even notice when you actually do things that is. I'm reacting, I'm not acting, right?
Don't say you guys, man. I'm chilling.
I'm not with him. He's not with me. Everyone's individual.
Okay, we're gonna forgive you.
We're not no group thing. That's all we're trying to do.
He doesn't get it.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm telling you,
I stand on my own 2 feet. I don't need a group, brother.
10 points. 10 points, you win. Now here's like this, right? As individuals, we can build in it.
Ravens handed out points today.
Yeah, we can build in it. Yeah. What I'm saying is, I'm making a distinction. I'm saying I'm trying to help these people. Innit? Yeah. The only time I actually reference you when you ask questions and you do analogies like Hitler, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna react and go. By the way, brothers, when you say Hitler, this is actually quite offensive. Not necessarily to me, but to the you're gonna see on YouTube.
I apologize if you came across that.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is, yeah.
No, but hear what I was saying.
And what I'm saying, hold on. I'm saying,
Let him finish.
Did you actually think I think like that?
no.
I referenced it because it was said earlier.
All right, but
and when
You're
I apologize.
You're a good person.
I
You're a good
apologize.
person. No black person dislikes you, right? Yeah? That's what it is, right? What I'm saying is, right now, I have to focus on the people I'm seeing as the most mistreated. And I've identified that as my black people, isn't it?
It's Muslims, my brother.
No, it's not Muslims. Okay, you know what? Then what you should do is get a coalition together.
You think Muslims are the most? Wait. You think Muslims are the most mistreated group on the planet?
I think right now.
In this, right
The brother gave you an example.
Right now.
How
right now.
What I'm saying is, It's for the camera. It's for the camera.
The Muslims that are being bombed in Iraq, Afghanistan,
I get
right
you.
now, no help first, yeah.
I don't deny that. I don't deny. I'm not denying.
Can you see what I'm doing?
All right. Let's get order. Let's get order. Let's get order. Brother. Wait for order and then take control again. And then take control again.
One at a time, innit? One at a time. What I'm saying is, by what you guys are saying, you're demonstrating.
You're cheeky.
You're demonstrating. Go ahead.
He's fucking cheeky, innit?
Yeah, I'm here. What I'm saying is, by what you're saying, you're demonstrating why I feel like we have to separate. If we have people who cannot see, then we have to separate.
That's a debate on its own to explain how
I don't disagree.
Blacks have been the most mistreated people in history. Right now, I would say blacks are still getting mistreated.
Add some
Muslims
context,
are in
my
that
You're only saying that now, my brother, because we've stopped you.
No,
don't say that.
These people know me. These people know me. I don't deny my brother. I don't deny my brother.
It's not you. We're not taking. Can I just say something, brother? Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah. What I'm saying to you. What you just said, and what you just said, you said it with a clean heart. There wasn't no.
Saying exactly what he said.
Can you start interjecting, please? Right. What I'm trying to say to you, with a clean heart. You don't want black people to die. You're saying it with a clean heart, both of you. And then you still don't understand what you're saying. And what I'm trying to say to you, brother, you need to have a talk with these two away. Now listen to me, please. Away to let them understand how you're thinking. Because I know you're a great human being, both of you. But you've missed up a serious point, and it hasn't even registered with you. And I'll just leave it there.
My brother, I think
what
I tried to say with that comment.
Let him explain this.
What I tried to say with that comment is today there's someone else, tomorrow there's someone else. I'm not denying the history and the past of human struggle. I'm not denying that. However, the aim is to work together on these problems.
For me,
is to understand and recognize history and work together, regardless of what it is.
If I had
not
any
to divide into
listen, if I had any doubts about what one minute, brother. Yeah, if I had any doubts about what Raven was saying, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. For a lot of the viewers, if they're doubting Raven before, watching this conversation is gonna more affirm to them why what Raven is saying is applicable. Because it's like
what Raven is saying is right. I agree with it. It's good.
Listen,
Let me give you one analogy. Let me break it down.
Let me break it down.
5 seconds. Here's what it is, right? I'm gonna go through your dimension, right? Just like this. Let's say historically, black people were treated bad, yeah. And today, hold on, friend. And today it's Muslims. Now, Now Muslims are being treated bad by everyone, let's say. When we go in the Muslim community, who is the most mistreated amongst them, amongst themselves? The black.
Yes,
Therefore
black.
meaning, can you see what I'm saying? Therefore meaning,
I hear
black people are being mistreated for being Muslims and being mistreated by the Muslims. You see? So that analogy cannot wash over, innit?
Okay,
that's by your own definition.
Yes.
This is what we call logic.
Yes, so very valid point. What he just said, that's why I take everything back, yeah?
Okay.
What he said was very valid. He said, look, okay, you're telling me that black people went through mistreatment and the Muslims are going through it today. But the Muslims within their community, who are they mistreating the most? The blacks. There again, what's it come to? The black people. So I hear you and I understand.
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is, bro.
So that's why I was going to say, when you said black women are more mistreated, when you said black women are more mistreated, can you make me understand that? What you mean by that?
Okay, so it's like this, right? In your social group, it's natural to love your own. So you see how you see your mother, how you see your family, your community, right? Yeah. There's been a historical prejudice that's gone on that has like targeted black people to make us actually not find ourselves attractive, right? Right. This is an issue. So when I'm talking about women, if I'm not bigging up black women and saying I want to marry black women, I'm doing my people a disservice, isn't it? So you can love black women, you can love Chinese. You're not in my community, bro. Yeah. But as a black man, if I'm responsible for my community, my responsibility is to my black woman because people outside my community has made me hate my black woman.
So brother, with what you're saying now, my response saying, what about the Muslims? What was wrong with that?
No, brother, you missed the point.
If I have to look at my own community,
what he was saying.
But your community, you've got a different community in mind. You've got a religious community, the Ummah, and you have the Bangladeshi.
Whether it's
community.
black, white, whether it's
and you have the Bangladeshi community, yeah. You know, no.
Do you know what? I see you guys as my brothers. Just
I hear that.
At the end of the day, they live in a different place. If I go there, I'm the London boy. I'm not a
Listen. What they're seeing is
it's different.
Fam, what they're seeing, the love that you can show them doesn't change the fact that there's Muslims that are racist. Yeah, they're saying, fam, look, there is external forces who've been there from day one who are abusing us, and even till today, it's happening. So they're saying, look, we don't need help from anyone else. Because
I ain't that guy. I tell you that I ain't that guy.
What guy are you not?
Hear me out.
Whatever you're describing. I feel
what he's describing.
These like demons that are out to like
Uncle Ty.
kind of take history of black people's oppression.
No one thinks that of you. Ali, please, I've wanted to say this for a little while, yeah, and I'm not even sure if that thought is still there, yeah. I felt like I had the key to solve this misunderstanding, which is all it is. And I kind of saw it at that moment. I wanted to give it, but I didn't want to force anyone. But basically what it is this, bruv, yeah? There's something in your head that unconsciously to you, we interpret as an unwillingness or a dissatisfaction with the man them claiming something for their own. Now that might not be the truth. All I'm saying is the way what you said comes across is like that is what it is. So you understand? So we're trying to decipher whether you...
comment, bro.
Yeah, we're trying to decipher whether it was a tongue-in-cheek comment. See, that's all that needed to really be put out there.
Yeah.
Look, I was running joke.
Because
I know we don't mean that.
Can black Muslims join this thing you're talking about, black Muslims?
Yes. Yeah. Black Muslims do what they want, bro.
No, one second.
That's if they think they're black.
Black Muslims do what they want.
How do you think they're black?
Some Somalis don't claim that.
Listen, honestly, when it gets to this point, it starts getting so complicated because I start saying, yeah, some people don't think they're black. I might not think I'm black.
No, forget saying not.
You understand? I might not think I'm black. So then, if we're going to start picking on who thinks they're black and who not, that don't count.
I think the main thing that needs to be pointed out, for you not to understand, is what's happening in this park or the conversation we're having with you is a microorganism of what happens in society. So we're saying that. Normally when we're speaking to people from other races, unless they're like Jedi's brethren, who's the Moroccan, who when Jedi explained it to him, he's more likely to get it. If you've got someone that's from a different race that grew up around us, when we explain it to them, especially when it's on camera, that's why I might...
I've never been excluded from my black friends, ever. Never felt excluded. I've always felt like that.
But how would you feel? How would you feel if you found out that they had a black only club?
I'll be like, how can I help, bro? Let me support this. What's going on?
They would say,
what's the reason?
you can't
That's
get
a valid,
into it.
righteous reason. I support that.
You understand?
I support that.
So that's all it's about, yeah? If you're down, if you're happy for your black friends that you've grown up with and you share cultural ties and whatever with, yeah, and you have an understanding and empathy. If your black friends like that have got their own subgroup which is just for the black brothers. Yeah.
Right, Raven, I approached you and I said, come on my channel,
Okay, yeah,
speak
but
about
I'm
what you
asking
want.
you,
You got
I'm
the
asking
freedom,
you.
I'll film you.
Mohib,
That's
I'm
helping.
asking, how do you feel about that though?
It seems like that's all I can do.
No, I would want to know
Seems
why
like
I
that's all
can't
can
help.
do.
I would
wanna
want to know why I
fully.
You
can't
just
join.
want to help, that's it.
As I said,
So then we're-
you said
so then-
people classify themselves
so then we're
I
just-
classify myself, I'm black,
Okay,
I'm
so
dark.
but if they're saying you're not allowed in the club,
Spiritually speaking,
brother,
I'm dark.
I
if
would-
they're saying you're not allowed in the club, how would you feel?
I would feel a bit
I just think it's a
upset. I feel a bit
racist. I
upset.
think it's a racist.
You think it was racist?
I think it's a bit racist.
Nah,
Okay, well, so listen.
And that's why the tongue-in-cheek comment. That's why the
But this
tongue-in-cheek
is
comment.
but listen to what I'm saying, fam. Yeah, you've gone from tongue in cheek to actually meaning it again. Yeah.
No,
because
it's not
listen,
that. I'm
listen,
saying
brother,
because you feel like I'm
brother,
a destructive force in that group.
No, man.
it's not about
No.
you.
But that's why
No,
I'm saying.
But
about you.
what he's saying is, if you do not identify as a black man, yeah, then you cannot be in the group that is for black men.
It's like supporting.
You understand?
meeting
It's
in
like
the
when
vegan.
it's like at my local gym. It's like at my local gym, my community gym on a Wednesday morning.
But
Listen,
you can't say black.
bruv,
You can
my-
say African.
my-
What is black?
really tell
Because
him
I'm
what to
darker
say,
than
that's-
you.
that's
So what is black?
One of those things you can't tell him what to say or what
No,
to
but
say.
I'm saying to me it doesn't sit right when he says black. When he says African, fine.
listen. You know on a Wednesday morning in the local community
Can we
gym,
make the
yeah.
circle a bit bigger?
In a Wednesday morning on the local community gym, the sisters use the swimming pool and the sauna and steam room, yeah, and it's women only, yeah.
Where?
Do you kick off there?
Yeah, of course.
You think it's sexist?
No.
You're cool with that?
No, you don't.
No, we're cool with that.
Are
We're
you cool with it
We're
or
cool.
not?
I'm cool with it.
I don't go there.
Yeah, you don't. But I mean,
you
does
don't-
it piss
no.
you off?
No, of course
No.
not.
Okay. So then hear what I'm saying to you, yeah.
Segregation
So,
is
wait. Hear what I'm
that's
saying.
a
No,
bad analogy.
bro.
It's a bad analogy.
Let me.
It's a very good
'Cause-
analogy.
Wait.
It's not-
I need.
it's
Wait,
not.
my brothers. You lot have to just let there be some silence sometimes, because I need the penny to drop. I wanted to pause there, so man, for the penny to drop. Yeah. The Muslim sisters have booked out the swimming pool, the sauna, steam room, yeah, for a morning, yeah, because they do not want to be in a state of immodesty around men, yeah. And you think that is cool,
Yes.
yeah?
Yes.
The man them, yeah, we're segregating our own little club, yeah, not the whole thing, yeah, we're because we have things that we want to do amongst ourselves. You understand? So if you're happy for the Muslim sisters, yeah, to do their thing, because they have identified they have a common need and something that they want to do on their own in private, and you're happy with that, then the analogy stands for the black group as well.
Raven was saying
bad
it's
analogy.
based
Yeah.
on.
It's a bad
It's
analogy.
based on.
No, let me say one thing.
It's
Let me
based
say
on
one thing.
Africanism
Let
and
me say
bad
blackness.
analogy.
Let me say one thing. Let me say one
I hear
thing.
you out.
Don't
it's a
say
bad
that.
No.
analogy.
Listen. Let me show you something. Rat Ravens group linking up Jedi with Gorilla.
I'm not in his group, you know, by the way.
I
you
know.
know.
I'm saying.
Huh?
Listen. Wait. Rat Ravens group. If it makes Jedi
Ali
know
Dawah,
about
man, them.
1 minute. If it makes Jedi know about Gorilla's t-shirt business and Gorilla know about Jedi's music business and links them up, you get me, and helps black businesses to support black businesses in our community. It doesn't change that your black friends you're going to see them on Friday, Umar. It doesn't change when you see them at on the club on Saturday. It doesn't change when you see them at Speaker's Corner. Black people being about group economics does not take them away as your friends. All it does is allows their children to be able to inherit something.
So the same way you don't see the sisters as sexist.
Come here, man. Come here, respect.
Same way, bruv. Don't do that.
Come here.
The same way you don't,
Jedi,
bruv.
Jedi, I heard you.
Bruv,
I
come
heard
on,
you.
Bring that smile
man.
back to the camera.
I heard you,
Bring that
Jedi.
smile back to the camera.
Jedi,
The same way.
Jedi, I heard you, Jedi.
I ain't even heard myself though. I ain't even heard my.
Fam, let him speak himself.
The same. Listen, fam. Listen. Listen, we gotta let because this is why people get confused, yeah. Because the Jews, we hear the Jews, but the Jews get missed. The mic don't pick it up. We need the Jews to be heard, yeah. What Raspect said, yeah, coupled with the fact that you do not believe that the sisters are practicing sexism, yeah, for exercising their right to have privacy and do their own thing on a Wednesday morning. Then nor can you look at your black brothers as being racist for saying that they want to keep something towards themselves.
You know, I asked
yeah?
this question
No,
a lot.
that's a bad example.
What is black?
Bad analogy.
I
What
asked
is
this
black?
question. When he said African,
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
You're right. Go on your little group,
So
do your
that-
little
so-
thing.
okay,
Fine,
he
I'm
means-
support.
he
That's
means
fine.
African
I'm
then.
excluded.
He means African.
Okay, he means African. I'm
He means
excluded.
African.
Fine.
He means
I'm
people of
I'm
African
not-
heritage.
So,
That's what he means.
and then when we get down to it, who defined the continent Africa?
that's cool.
It's a white man. It's a white man.
Yeah,
Don't
that
forget that.
is.
Don't forget that.
But having said that, I agree with all of that. Having said that, regardless of none of that, whether that group is fictitious or not, it is one that is apparent, and they feel they need to help themselves. And you have love for them, so then just support them.
Your analogy was
Regardless of what they called themselves.
analogy was bad.
It weren't my analogy, it was wicked.
Listen, no, come here.
How would you define hip hop African heritage?
If you want me to stay in this conversation, I am now going to start smoking weed. Do you consent?
No. Are you listening?
You don't need to ask me.
I'll play it.
Are you listening? How do you define people of African heritage without using the word African heritage?
No, Cole, you're jumping on
1 minute, I need to ask.
I don't define it.
Listen.
Yeah, you can't.
There's no way.
You can't.
So,
And I don't define it. That's why I say, why do you consider yourself more black than me?
All right. So when I see black youths stabbing each other because the black elders haven't sorted out businesses for them black youths, and I want to find a way to describe a way to help those people. How do I describe those people?
You said yourself one of the oldest African communities was in Kush. That's in India. So when you say Africa,
no, that was the Indian. I'm talking about real situations, my life.
Yes,
I'm saying I've been to funerals.
I understand.
No, you don't understand.
That makes
You're
sense.
being very desensitized.
No,
I'm saying I've buried my young.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it's a problem that I see within my
brother.
So how do I describe those people?
You're right. It makes sense to describe it as Africa. It makes sense.
Do you know what I'm saying, fam?
Yeah.
So it's not a thing where we're trying to divide. That's the only way.
But then you come across
it.
people like me who question it.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's it.
Listen.
And that's why I'm calm.
No, listen. The analogy.
I'm not offending you.
1 second, brother. 1 second.
Have I ever been offended by anything you said?
I felt like you demonized me.
Brother, listen, the analogy that was used was wrong. Jedi, no, if he wants to support his argument, he used a really bad analogy. Even though I agree, you guys want to do your own thing, yeah? I'm saying to get the group of sisters Muslims who are black, white, Asian, whatever, who wants to swim and don't want next man looking at their body is not the same as you brothers coming and saying, you know what, we want to do our own thing. Why? Because you have a mixed group of human beings. Yeah?
And men.
What you guys are saying, which I respect, I'm just saying the analogy you used was it could have been better. You have a right to say, you know what?
Right? When it comes to mistreating black people, we know who they are. When it comes to helping them, who's black? This is the problem I face, isn't it? That's why I need to focus on those who are mistreated. I cannot focus on those who might be part of a group that is contributing to the mistreatment. I cannot.
Okay,
that is very silly.
Okay. What I would say is that I think the correct way to start is how you guys are doing it. You're saying, look, we're blacks. We need to fix our own problem.
Yeah.
It's a good start, but to say that is the ultimate way to go about it is wrong.
What does that
Why?
mean? What does that mean?
What that means is you're saying, look, it's a black problem. We're black. We deal with a black problem. Yeah. Good start. Because if you don't stand up for your people, who is? Nobody is.
Do you feel you don't have to stand up for the white man?
You think Chinese people should have come to black people and Arab
No.
That's why he's saying it's not the ultimate solution.
Hear me out.
That's why he's saying it's not the ultimate
solution for them.
No. Fam, listen, that's the beginning, not the goal. I'm saying the beginning is a good start. Black people have to stand up for black people. Good.
That's the way to go.
Hear me out. Respect, hear me out.
I want to hear a solution.
Hear me out. It's a good start because if you man don't stand up for your people, nobody is. So it's a good start. However, to say this here is how it's going to be, I would say, why? I would say, why can't other people, once you've done your thing and we're like, you know what, look at these brothers, they come together, they have their thing, I see them fix up, for example, black on black violence is stopped. That's it. How can I, as a person who lives in that community, help black people?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Now,
is there anything I can do?
You can,
okay.
But I've always said it in the park, and it's the most despised solution I can ever give. So I don't give it anymore. Right?
No, I want to hear it. Maybe.
Okay, here's what it is. You can go amongst your group, however you define it.
Yes.
And anytime racism is being practiced, you can stop it.
Yes.
That's the first step. I never get to the second step because that step cannot be achieved. Because people go, oh, that's grass and that's wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the second step is, if you talk about you want to be dedicated to helping black people, let me stop, because that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you say you want to.
I'll be real. I'm not going to say I'll be fully dedicated.
Okay, well then what I'm saying is,
because I'm not going to lie.
If you want to be partially dedicated, you can set up a classroom.
Yeah.
And let's say you're a plumber. Yeah. You can go to the most deprived black neighborhood and teach those black children for free.
So I can do
for
that.
free how to be a plumber.
Okay, that's it. Can I do that?
You can. Why would I stop you? Matter of fact, you know what's funny? I didn't have to tell you to do that for you to do that. You could have just done that. You see?
No, but sometimes
you stand back saying, how can I help? Well, you can just do it.
No.
Doing it. Help.
But in Islam, we are told, remind the benefits of believer. Meaning, if you remind me, yeah, for example, I might benefit from that. I might not think about it, fam. Look, before I used to live a different lifestyle, yeah. I got reminded and changed my ways. I didn't wake up one day, and that happens sometimes. Sometimes you do with it.
Why for me it's not the ultimate solution is because you don't live around just black people. You live around Asians, whites. You live around these people, and no one's saying that you won't support these people. No one's saying you won't. But that's why it's not the ultimate solution.
There's a black youth right now, and he's killing his people. Now, if there's a black youth right now, he's going university trying to get in the system. There's black youths right now, and they're praying in the mosque. Now, those black youths coming to some sort of economic consciousness and listening and hearing Raven and supporting some businesses and learning about that, it's not going to affect everything else.
That's a good thing.
But what you lot have to understand, it doesn't affect anything else.
No, I know that.
They don't support a business and then
because I'm going to get a lot of slack on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's make this clear, right? At no point have I ever asked any non-black to help a black person. I've been dedicating in us to work on ourselves, innit? By the kindness of other people, they've wanted to help. I've given them the solutions for what we want, and it seems to be a challenge. That's what it is. So that's why the original philosophy of working on yourself makes sense, because I don't need to beg my own people.
But we need to be careful as well, because when you start, there's a saying of a scholar. He said a lot of people started with good intentions, but good intentions alone you don't meet your goal, because a lot of people on the way flopped. So I get the intention, it's good, it's beautiful, carry on, perfect, yeah? However, we need to understand that, because this is where, for example, the Jews have this system where they don't charge each other interest, but they charge the Gentiles interest, yeah? So there's this superiority complex of we are better, they are. As long as that kind of ideology is not there, I've got no problem with you, man. Want to do something for your community? You got my support. So I respect what you guys are doing.
We've got to stamp that out.
No, I respect that. To me, personally, I believe the best thing that I can.
I'm saying follow through with what you're doing, because I will help everyone, regardless of colour and race.
I believe the best thing that I can give a human being is Islam. This is me personally, be it black, white, Asian, whatever it may be, because it truly breaks the shackles, invisible shackles, and makes you a slave person.
No,
but where was you? There's no flavour to the discussion when you're not here, fam.
No.
The flavour disappears.
But it's all good. I actually really enjoy chatting to you, Ali.
I enjoy chatting to you as well.
I think you got very, very, very good qualities that we can all
hopefully.
adopt.
Same.
The way that
We both learn from each other. These are the discussions.
And Mohib, please stop being a Nazi, yeah?
The darkest.
Anyway,
tongue in cheek.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm going to eat. Who wants to come? It's not chicken, fam.
He's
You seem passionate, bro. I hope you don't think I'm out trying to...
Gangalini.
But Mohib,
I just want to be the group, bro.
Shut down again. Done now.
I'm going to go home.
Big up the Hangouts gang.
Respect.
Big up man like Low. Big up Mr. Lee.
Ali.
You get me? Ali Dawah gets a big up. You get me?
I'm never actually...
Man like dark and ex-Muslims.
And big up Beatrice. Big up Beatrice. I'm me cheating out of them. Angel and Shania.
Big up African Goddess on the Hangouts. Big up Mr. Lee on the Hangouts. Who else is on the... Big up man like... Who else is on the Hangouts, fam? Big up Ezra. Are you mad? Mad. I can't forget man like Ezra. You get me? Man can't forget man like Kumba, Tahuti. Are you mad? Scholar gang.
Next Sunday.
Get me?
We got the Hebrew brother, fam. Perry, Hebrew Perry.
Oh yeah, Perry. Big up yourself. You get me?
Yeah, next Sunday, come down, come link us. Let's communicate, let's talk. We're gonna make this circle bigger. We're gonna hold down a little section. You're gonna find all kinds of brothers. You're gonna find Raven down there, speaking of Mount Melanin and his solutions for black betterment.
I have a whole load of solutions.
Yeah, we got Raspect here, talking about the post-Cold Wars, the struggle and that. You got me. I'm just trying to add flavour to everyone's thing. Follow Mohib on YouTube as well as our brother. Look, Uhuru, you get me? All the man them here.
Hangouts gang. We got my Hangouts gang on this one, because I had a nice time with you lot.
So can we conclude by saying, have you learned something from this conversation? I'm just saying, because man had a bit of passion.
So listen, I was left to embark on my fate, unravel my mind state, and what I see I will try. I've eaten up my cake, now I'm heating up their steak. Words of wisdom that debate this whole concept of remake them rebirth. Not till we're banished from this earth and there's no retakes. Your phony views that make you rehearse, but these interesting concepts are taken out by the black hearse.
Everything. But we're still on this thing, Mount Melanin.
Are you Bengali?
Next
Are you British Bengali? Hallelujah. We are. Everyone go home. Everyone go home.
That's
Ryan Yard! Rasta!
You can get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh, shit, man. Content over everything.
COE subscribe right here.
Till next week.
Oh yeah, the Bentley fund. He's definitely gonna keep that in. He's there. The Bentley fund. Where's the Bentley fund? This way, isn't it? Should be there.
It's in my pocket. That's where it
Hey.
We're done.
Then there's darkness. Let there be dark.
Let there be dark. Yeah, I hear fast fuck.